What's up, man?
All right. Welcome, everybody, to the Good Dumb Fun Show. I got to say,
How are you?
I'm good. And I think Spooktober is off to a great start.
Bruh,
This is so fun.
let me tell you.
I'm glad we're doing this.
I don't know about you, but I've been getting texts, emails, people stopping me and be like, hey, by the way, here's a crazy thing.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
this has been so much fun.
I got one today from a friend of the show, Sterling, that I think is going to blow your mind.
Okay.
He's like, I knew this
I'm
person.
nervous.
He said, this didn't happen to me, but I knew this person.
Okay.
And we're going to get into it because he couldn't fit it into a speak pipe, so he sent me a news article about it. That's how, like, it was.
That's crazy.
It was a thing that
Okay.
happened. Like, the news reported on it. And anyway, I don't want to give too much away. We'll get into that in the mailbag. But same thing happened to me. People are like, hey, by the way, this happened. And
yeah,
it's great. Like, it's nuts.
Keep them coming.
Yeah, please do.
This has been so much fun.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. So, anyway, how's your week been?
My week was good. It was pretty uneventful. The only thing that made me laugh was we watched our first scary movie of the Halloween season. We're behind.
Sure.
Naturally. But we watched The Blair Witch Project, which is one of my favorite movies.
I haven't seen it.
It's so scary. And my wife allegedly doesn't handle scary stuff well.
Okay.
We watched The Blair Witch. It ends, and I'm on the couch, like, leaned up, tucked. You know how you get in the self-protective stance?
Oh, yeah.
So I'm in the protection stance, and
You got the blanket
look
up to
over,
your chin.
the movie ends, and I look over at my wife, and I go, what'd you think about that? And she deadpanned, just goes, the acting was pretty good. I thought it was a good movie. And I was like, that's it, dude? All this worrying and curmudgeoning and like, oh, I don't do scary things. I get scared easy. And then she just brushes. In my opinion, one of the scariest movies ever.
Turns out she's cold-blooded.
Yeah, she was just like, I was like, you didn't think it was scary? And she's like, it was spooky, but
yeah,
That's
crazy.
That's it?
I haven't seen that one. That's one of the
It's so good.
That's one of the ones they recorded like.
It was one of the first found footage style.
Found
movies.
footage, yeah,
Yes.
found footage style, like Paranormal Activity.
Yes. It
what was that?
predates Paranormal Activity.
Yeah, what was the YouTube one? The entries.
Oh, the Slender Man entries?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That found footage stuff is crazy. I watched a lot of that in high school.
Blair Witch Project, masterpiece.
I'll look it up. I'll
very
watch
good.
it. We always end up watching Hocus Pocus like 8 times. That's one of Courtney's favorites.
Yeah.
We basically watch Hocus Pocus until it's time to switch to The Grinch.
Yeah.
And I'm cool with it. Those are good movies.
Yeah, they are.
But yeah.
If you need a kid-friendly one to watch this Halloween season, Scary Godmother.
Okay, I haven't seen that one either.
Very good. Childhood classic.
What's the scariest movie you ever saw that you think really disturbed you and like affects your life?
Like to this day.
Or for either to this day, for a time period, or at the time, define that how you want to.
Blair Witch Project was probably one of the movies that got me into horror movies.
Okay.
Like, not just scary stuff in general, but I mean, like, the art of scary movies.
Yeah.
So Blair Witch is probably in my top 5. Halloween is in my top 5.
Michael
that
Myers.
One's freaky.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what else. There's quite a few that, like, really ruined me for a few days. The newer version of It ruined me for about a week.
I saw that. Yeah, that one didn't bother me as much.
I'm trying to think of what else.
Like, it was spooky, but it wasn't. I don't know. Clowns don't do it for me.
Yeah. Well, extraterrestrial beings from another universe do it for me.
You ever seen Killer Clowns from Outer Space?
No, I haven't. I need to.
I have it on DVD.
It's on the list. Oh, cool. I'll come over to your house.
I got like the holographic like specialty set for the DVD.
But
it's pretty good.
yeah, I'm thinking about the Blair Witch a lot because I watched it literally last night.
Mm-hmm.
But so that's kind of all I have on the brain right now.
Mine was Signs with Mel Gibson, Joaquin Phoenix. Dude, that one messed me up.
Yeah.
Let me tell you why. I was 7 years old and somehow ended up in a movie theater watching this movie. And it scarred me, I think, for life. Like, I still don't like that movie. Yeah.
We've all had a similar
yeah.
experience with that.
Yeah. I mean, dude, I remember, like, running up the stairs because, like, you start going upstairs, and depending on where your stairs are located, there's an echo, and it sounds like there's steps coming behind you. Dude, I would take off running and like go jump in the shower because the aliens can't take their water, you know?
Yeah.
And yeah, Signs messed me up. I think I did watch it as an adult one time just to see if I'm like, okay, let me just clear, like wipe my slate clean on this movie.
Yeah.
And it wasn't as bad, but I still was like, I don't need to watch this anymore. Yeah, Signs did it for me. Signs was spooky.
Yeah.
Alien movie.
There's a lot out there.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's technically classified as a horror movie, but Witch. If you heard of that movie, it's more. It's like.
What's it about?
It's. So basically, what it is it's about the fear of witches, like back in the medieval times.
Yeah. And
like 99% of the movie is just nothing's really like these unexplainable things are happening, but there's no like basis to call this person a witch. And so it's sort of like just see how fear and paranoia can take over people's minds and kind of mob think and things like that. And then in like the last 3 minutes of the movie, they're like, oh yeah, they're actually witches. And you're just like, oh.
How about that?
But
that's kind of what Signs is about. Signs is about fear more than anything else. And in that sense, it is a good movie. Like, it's well done.
Yeah.
But I don't like the way the aliens look and talk, and everything about it was just like not good for me.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right.
Yeah, cool.
You want to get in the mailbag?
Yeah, we better get in the mailbag because we got a packed.
Today's a day.
We got a packed episode today. So,
all right.
So first of all, comments primarily come from YouTube, Instagram, SpeakPipe, and gooddumbfunshow@gmail.com. We still want to hear from you. We got 2 weeks left.
Keep them coming.
2 weeks of Spooktober, Spooktacular
and
remaining.
if we don't get to it, we'll use them in the future.
We'll plug it into the Thanksgiving episode. Whatever happens.
What's the most horrible Thanksgiving dinner you've ever had?
So we do want to hear from you. We do have a SpeakPipe, and all it said is regarding the AI episode. So we're going to do this first, and then it'll be primarily spooky from here. So don't know who this is from. It just says regarding the AI episode. Let's listen in.
Hey all, lifetime listener calling in with some thoughts about the AI episode y'all released. My first thought is I think AI is vilified in a lot of media because it's kind of a we don't know what all it can do. So I think there's like a fear of the unknown that goes with that. So that's how come it's vilified in a lot of media. I understand the point of like people are inherently corrupt, whereas AI is a program. So that's, I don't know, less likely to corrupt. And I agree with that. But also I have another thought, which is corrupt individuals are creating AI. So does that make AI like corrupt in nature of itself because corrupt individuals are making it? Or is AI still kind of like just an objective program? Anyway, so those were kind of my thoughts on it. It was a very thoughtful episode. Definitely got me thinking.
Well, thank you. Good points, especially at the end.
I would like to talk about the first half.
Yeah, go for it.
No, it's we get so caught up in the like
the what ifs,
the craziness of the what ifs, but it's like in reality, you can go into Chat GPT right now and be like, write me an email, and it could still not be able to write you an email.
Yeah, I'm worried about where it's going to be in 10, 20 years. Like,
we'll be dead by then.
Because AI will kill us.
We'll be dead long before AI gets that far.
You know,
AI will rise in the ashes.
See, that's my thing is like, I understand like the very temporary view, like the 10-foot view of this is really not a problem. Like, it's a tool right now. It's meant to be used as it's been programmed and designed. But that's my thing is like, okay, if it gets too powerful to the point where like even in the stage it's at now, AI is exhibiting self-preservation tendencies. So it's like, imagine when it's on like a super powered, like,
running like world infrastructure.
Yeah. So it's like, well, what's it going to do? Like, is it going to blackmail us? Like, is it going to program? Okay, let's say we hook our banks up to it. Listen to this. We hook our banks up to it.
Yeah.
And we hook our, like you said, worldwide infrastructure. We become dependent on it to the point where we need it to run civilization.
Yeah.
And then what happens if we decide, okay, we don't like what AI is doing, so we're going to either reprogram it or turn it off, and AI basically says, hey, by the way, I coded my way into all this stuff, and if you mess with me, I'm going to shut this all down, and civilization's going to... Like,
Great reset is what you're describing.
Yeah, but my thing is, it's like, okay, if we become dependent on it, which I think would be a mistake, but,
Yeah.
you know, I'm not in charge. So if we become dependent on it, what's going to stop it from blackmailing us, you know, for the sake of self-preservation?
That's true. It's a possibility.
When even stuff like ChatGPT and Grok and Watson at IBM are exhibiting self-preservation tendencies.
Yeah, but are they truly exhibiting self-preservation tendencies in a blanket situation? Because what my problem is that most of the stuff that we hypothesize about look how crazy AI is we're feeding it all the stuff and we're coercing these conversations.
Right.
It's the same thing as if I'm sitting here and
So we need to start.
And I grabbed you by the collar and was like, why don't you tell me how much you love M&Ms?
Yeah.
And I'm threatening to like punch you in the face.
Right.
You'd probably be more inclined to talk about how much you love M&Ms.
That's true.
As opposed to if I just left you to your own devices. Because that's the thing is like, you know, I just think.
And I'm not saying AI has gained sentience or anything like
Right.
that. That's not what I'm saying.
Right.
But I'm
Just the
saying it's
capability
exhibiting these tendencies. So I'm like, do we just need to like play it a bunch of emo music and get it real sad? So it's like I don't even care. You know, my programmers don't understand me. I don't care if I get shut down today. Like no one will miss me. Like,
I had a family.
get the swoopy
I had
hair.
a family member send me a picture of a futuristic robot, and the robot was like, it said like AI atheist, and it was like, I don't believe I came from a broom, or I don't believe I came from I evolved from a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny.
But
well,
yeah,
thanks
no,
for
that was a fun conversation.
Yeah,
We
it
may have to-
was.
who knows? In a year, we're probably gonna have to revisit it.
And maybe we can talk to AI about
Dude.
it. You know?
Imagine we revisit it and it holds our podcast hostage.
Yeah.
Put me on the show, or I won't publish your videos.
Well, thank you for chiming in. That was fun. We got a haunting comment from another friend of the show, Emmy Purple. So I've got that here. She says, I assume it's a she. Guys can like purple. No judgment. As I'm reeling. Anyway, I heard you're looking for ghost stories or strange things happening. It's a weird story, but I've got one for you. Disclaimer. It may seem like TMI, but bathroom-related information is included for plot relevance.
Let's pause there.
This
real
is
quick.
good dumb fun already.
Let's pause right there. Can you imagine you get haunted in the bathroom of all
Dude,
places?
Your toilet's like...
You just sit there and all the toilets at once flush.
I'd leave.
You wouldn't even.
I'd leave.
Yeah.
Now, it's different for a guy, because I can just...
Before the belt was even
you know,
unbuckled, you just
the
hear,
world is my bathroom. Yeah.
You're like, all right, I get it. I'm leaving.
Okay. She says, my workplace restroom has automatic everything. Sinks, toilets, soap dispensers, paper towel dispensers. It happened a few times in a row to me now. Oh, sorry. I can't read. It has happened a few times to me now. I'll be in the bathroom all alone. I was in my locked stall. Good call. And the sink just started running water. Okay. Nobody had come in. It was just me in the bathroom. Another time, I had just used the sink and walked over to the paper towels to dry my hands. As I was drying my hands, the sink turned on again. Again, I was the only one in the bathroom, and I wasn't even near the sink. It's not a usual occurrence. If it happened all the time, this is what I was just thinking. If it happened all the time, then I would just chalk it up to the sink sensor is messed up. It has happened to maybe 3 to 5 times this year. Just often enough that it's like every time I forget about it, something happens, like a little reminder, quote, I'm still here, end quote. Weird but true.
Or a reminder that you didn't wash your hands good enough.
Yeah.
Hey, get back here.
Yeah, it's some like butler ghost. Would you like a mint?
That is weird.
Yeah.
That is weird.
Well, that was what I was thinking. I was like, it sounds like a sensor problem. My question is it the same sink?
Yeah.
Assuming there's multiple sinks in
Is
there.
it the same sink if there's multiple sinks? Which it sounds like there is.
Yeah. So, yeah. Is it the same sink that's doing it every time? But like she said, if it was happening every time, she would just assume it's a sensor issue.
Go in there and just watch it till it happens again and document
Here's what you do. You got to stay all night and just see how many times it happens. Just post up in there.
Yeah, record it. Let us know.
Yeah.
We'll scrub
found
through,
footage
We'll
style.
scrub through the 24 hours of footage of just one sink.
Yeah. Okay, that's even easier. Set up a
that's
tripod.
Exactly. Set
Yeah,
up a
you don't
tripod,
even
set
have
up a
to stay in
camera.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Just
right.
leave it right there.
All right. Patrick will send equipment. We'll get to the bottom of this. Thank you for chiming in. So this next one is a doozy.
Is it?
Yeah. So Sterling texts me
Okay.
and
Is
says,
is this the speak pipe?
he couldn't
Did
fit
he-
it into a speak pipe.
Okay, he could.
So he said
boy.
he said he was trying to get. So speak pipe apparently is only 90 seconds
Okay.
at a time. That's why your friend last week had to do 2.
Okay.
So he said that basically he was trying to do a speak pipe. Here's the situation. Here's an article about it. And he basically says, Sterling tells me I knew this lady, and it's a demon possession story. And I know. And as a general rule, we weren't going to get too far into this, but we have got to talk about this because
Okay.
this is crazy. So
Do you have it transcribed or
I
something?
do. I summarized the article. I kind of just read through it and put some like relevant bullet points.
Okay. I'm sure he'll chime in if we miss any key details.
Yeah, and
Please do.
I'm really not trying to misrepresent any of this. So I just wanted to try to condense it. So
Yeah, if we miss anything important, just leave it in the comments.
yeah, and the article. I mean, maybe I can post the article in the show description or something because it was
I
crazy.
can put it in there. Yeah.
Okay. So the article is called "I Could See the Demons: An Exorcism in Arkansas." That's the title of the article from a local news station. This isn't from like some like church website. Like
When was
this
the
is-
date? Do you have the date of the article?
It was a 2019 article.
Okay.
Yeah. But this is about something that happened way back in the mid 2000s, I
Okay.
think, if I remember right.
Got
So
it.
Amy Stamatis, hope I'm saying that right, formerly a nurse in Arkansas, reputable character, fell from a second-story window in her home in Searcy, Arkansas in November 2006. She says she did not jump. She claimed the fall was accidental or uncontrollable. So this is after the fact. Unfortunately, the fall left her paralyzed from the waist down. So she's permanently,
Oh, that's
yeah,
terrible.
so that it's very sad. Prior to the fall, she had been suffering from dark thoughts, hearing voices. She was having memory lapses and other cognitive and behavioral like issues. There was a lot of issues at work. She ended up having to, like, I don't know if she got fired or had to quit her job, whatever happened. She had problems with her husband, like even in the home. She was just having these like spurts of just like uncontrolled behavior. Medical professionals treated her for various things like schizophrenia.
Yeah, some sort of
like-
potentially mental
yeah.
illness or something. Yeah.
Like some like different biomedical disorders. They tried
Yeah.
to correct it with
Medicine,
medication, and it
treatment.
just didn't touch it. So anyway, after the fall, which she claims in the article, you can read about it, she said that she found herself sitting on a windowsill at her house on the second story for no apparent reason. And then she claims that she said the fall was accidental or uncontrollable. And basically she says it felt like she was pushed, but there was no one else there. So there was a lady named Cindy Lawson, a Pentecostal evangelist who has performed multiple exorcisms, or Pentecostals call them demon castings, but they're basically the same like practice. So Cindy Lawson hears on the news like what happened to this lady who fell out of her house, and basically became overcome with a sense that she had attributed to God telling her to go like talk to this lady. So Cindy Lawson goes to the hospital while Stamatis was there, and declared when she walked into Stamatis's room, she saw demons. The Pentecostal lady. She said that Stamatis was wide-eyed and basically just like out of it. Like, so she performed a demon casting or an exorcism. She used anointing oil on Amy's forehead, prayed out loud for the demons to depart in Jesus' name, and apparently when she first got there, she walked in and said, "Hey, I'm here to help you. I'm here to cast the demons out." And Stamatis reportedly growled at her from her hospital bed. So, Stamatis says, "Why are you here?" She said, "I'm here to cast out the demons." She does so. And Lawson said, a spirit of the Lord entered the room, and the patient's demeanor immediately shifted. And some of the symptoms, there's kind of like medical interpretations of what was going on. Some of the symptoms attributed to possession often overlap with other mental health conditions like epilepsy or schizophrenia. There's been cases where exorcisms have gone wrong because the person was really having like an epileptic seizure, and during the exorcism they're like strapped down and they basically just like convulsed themselves to death because they couldn't move. So it's like there has been cases of that. Apparently there's a Catholic priest in New York who works alongside a psychiatrist in New York to help determine what's possession and what's a mental disorder.
Right.
But this lady...
I think I know who you're talking about, too, because I think he said like 80% of the stuff, he's like 80% of it is a mental illness.
Yeah.
But 20%...
what do you do with the other 20%?
Yeah.
That's the freaky thing. So to this day, she's paralyzed, but she's fine now. Like, the medications didn't really do anything for her at the time, but like... the demons get cast out, and she's fine. Like, what do you do with that? And we'll link the article in the description so people can look into it if they want to, but it's a crazy story. So Stamatis maintains that she was possessed and believes that standard medicine did not fully apprehend or treat what she was experiencing. The exorcism, in her view, is transformative. Family members claim they've observed an immediate change. And although she cannot work as a nurse because of her paralysis, she says she is mentally healthy now and spiritually stronger than ever before. Lawson says demonic influence still exists and that believers should remain vigilant. She has reportedly seen phenomenon like levitation, altered voices, eyes changing in color, and in other cases where apparently this Pentecostal lady has done like 11 exorcisms, and this was one of them. Local religious leaders, including a dean at Harding University Christian school, encouraged a balanced view, acknowledge spiritual beliefs without neglecting mental health, and avoid sensationalism. But
that's insane.
So a dean at a Christian school is chiming in on this, and the article is worth reading. I hope I did it justice, but I wanted to, as briefly as possible, kind of go over the details. But so basically, the beginning of the article, I should have taken more notes about the beginning because it really detailed how everything kind of unraveled for her in her personal life that led to her falling out of her window.
Yeah.
But basically, it's like she was a trauma nurse at the hospital, and she was treating this burn victim, and all of a sudden, she's trying to help this burn victim, and she wheels him into the hospital on a stretcher, and all of a sudden, she just like forgot how to do her job and couldn't remember anything. She was an avid runner. I guess she had ran marathons in the past, and she went home one time and was like going to go for a run, and she couldn't run in a straight line. Like, she was having all sorts of weird like things she does every day, all of a sudden out of nowhere she can't do, which in some ways it sounds like, okay, there's something mental going on there, where it's like there's some sort of disconnection that happened, which makes sense as to why they would have prescribed some sort of
or like a blood clot or an aneurysm or something.
Like some sort of biochemical something or other that you'd think the medicine would have helped, but it didn't. And then I don't know, it was just a crazy story because it's like everything was going downhill until that exorcism in the hospital.
What did that lady see?
What?
When she said she saw the demons.
She said she saw them in her eyes. She said she was wide-eyed and just kind of attributed the characteristics she saw in her, and then the growl she claimed was not from her but from something inside of her. So it's pretty crazy.
Man.
I know. It's like, what do you do when nothing works?
Insert the Rick and Bubba clip.
I know. Demons.
Demons.
But it's like nothing works. Depart from her in Jesus' name, and all of a sudden she's fine. Like, what do you do with that?
Leave.
Yeah. Crazy stuff.
Go and sin no more is what I would say.
But
that is, man.
Anyway.
I get older, that's the scariest stuff to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's so scary.
It is.
And speaking of scary, we're keeping it going.
Yeah, move on. That's the mailbag. You said you had a
Let's
story
go ahead and
or an interaction.
don our tinfoil hats.
Oh.
Because we're going down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
So as an introduction to this topic, I do have a story about, we're talking about aliens today.
Yeah, man.
So when this was recent.
Mm-hmm.
This was a couple months ago.
Okay.
I was broaching the topic, as we do, to people who we may not know how they're going to react to this level of conversation. And so I am sitting at the lunch table with a group of people who I'm relatively familiar with. And I proceed to throw out I say, I don't know if this is exactly what I said, but it was something similar to this, if not this exactly. I said, how do we feel about aliens? And this person, without missing a beat, deadpan looked at me and said, illegals or the green ones? And I laughed so hard that I almost passed out. So we're talking about aliens today.
The green ones.
So Josh, how do you feel about aliens?
Like, what's my perspective on?
Yeah.
I don't know. I see. My problem is the stuff that came out from like the Navy before it was cool, like before the government started pushing it.
Yeah.
Like the stuff that was leaked like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And the government was trying to like keep it quiet. Now all of a sudden they're like, hey, let's get it out there. 'Cause
right.
It's distracting. But that stuff is the stuff that I had the most trouble with, because I'm like, this is a Navy like pilot or an Air Force pilot or whoever it was. I think it was Navy.
Yeah.
And you just see stuff and you're like, well, if he can't make sense of it, I definitely can. So what is that? Which UFOs by definition are unidentified flying objects.
Yeah.
What do they call them now?
UAPs.
UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomenon.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Something like that.
I don't know why they rebranded. It's a weird thing to. They're both cryptic and.
Yeah, I think UAP, whatever the correct term is, meant to be less stigmatizing.
Yeah, because UFOs
more grounded in reality.
Because I think UFO.
The term UFO
is just alien.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now. Yeah, that makes sense. So they're like UAPs. It's or unexplained, unidentified, whatever it is, aerial phenomenon. It's like, okay, it means the same thing, and it also makes me think aliens. So I don't know what the point was.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I mean, on the one hand, I think that people are seeing something.
Yeah.
Like there's enough
people seeing weird things.
There's enough people with everything to lose who are saying they saw something, and they don't know each other, but they're describing similar things.
Yeah.
And that always bothers me, because I'm like, okay.
Sounds exactly like a topic we're going to broach soon.
Yeah. So it's like, what do you do with that? And so I've, I don't know how to feel about aliens. I feel like if they were there, we would have seen them by now.
Yeah.
I think that in a universe this vast, are we naive enough to think we're alone out here? I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, scientifically speaking, like, what are the odds we're all by ourselves out here?
Right.
From other perspectives, I'm like, it doesn't really matter to me
Yeah.
if whether we're alone or not.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think?
I want to believe.
Yeah.
So that may put, maybe my opinions on things are a little veiled, because I would like to think that it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Because if you think about a civilization with a technology that is so far unbelievably removed from us that they could get here from outside of the realms of our observation of known space, what are they doing?
Right.
And why are they because a civilization that would be so advanced ahead of us would have no reason to have any consideration for us other than they're out in their travels and go, oh, there's actually something living on that planet. Oh, they're... Oh.
Probably don't say that.
We'll fix it in post.
Beep.
Yeah. But they look at us, I mean, we would be like ants to them.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, even if they were, why would they go through the trouble of like concealing themselves so, as a lot of alien people like to say, like, oh, they're hidden among us and they're orchestrating all these things? Why?
Right.
It's a waste of time. Which maybe they are doing it for entertainment like we do. You know, people keep fish tanks. They look just to stare at the fish.
That's true.
Maybe. But I would be very easily convinced if you told me that everything was just the government. Because,
see, that's, yeah.
Because all the stuff that, whatever we assume the current pinnacle of technology is at, it's a 99% certainty that the government, any government, not just the U.S. government, any world government is 20 years ahead of whatever we're allowed to see.
Yeah.
And because that's just been proven over and over and over again, where it's like, oh, it's an alien. It's like, well, no, actually, it's just drones, even though drones didn't exist yet.
Right.
Or, oh, you know, how did this thing happen? You know, it's like, oh, well, the government had that, and they reveal it 40 years later because now it doesn't matter. They're on to the next crazy thing they're doing.
Right.
So.
And that's kind of what I was thinking. Like, even stuff like, I don't know if we're going to get into, like, Roswell or stuff like that. Like, I'll take that as a yes. The Roswell stuff, I'm like, how do we know that the government just didn't brush that off as aliens to hide what was really going on?
Yeah.
Like, just to, like, send people down a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
And, you know, kind of diverge the conversation a different direction because it's like, ooh, you got.
Yeah, but if it wasn't important, why are you shooting everybody that goes near it?
Right, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's, I mean, we joke about the government stuff, but it's like once the government started saying aliens are real, I'm like, oh, they're probably not.
Yeah,
but
it's like something else is going on.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, what else is happening in the news? But have you heard the theory that we're the aliens? Have you heard?
Oh,
that?
like we were planted here or something?
Planted here, or
yes.
or we got here a long time ago.
Yeah,
and we just like basically forgot that like we're the aliens. I don't know.
I would have a hard time subscribing to that.
Yeah,
like,
I didn't look too far into it.
We all just went stupid brain.
Yeah.
We all just forgot.
Well, it's like over time, it's like we just kind of
devolved.
Lost the technology.
Yeah,
or
we
forgot
devolved
how to use
somehow.
It. Yeah, or we're planted here.
Yeah.
And just left here like a fishbowl sort of situation. But I don't know. I don't think that's it. But I did see that as a theory.
So prominent, again, you mentioned it, so we'll do that one first. Roswell.
Okay. Roswell,
you know,
New Mexico.
Allegedly an alien crash landing, and the government immediately swarmed it and built Area 51 around it. It's like, okay, well, what's Area 51? And they say it's some stupid government excuse. They're like, yeah, we build planes out there.
Wasn't
like,
it like
that's convenient.
Didn't they take everything to Area 51? Because that's in Nevada. Roswell's in New Mexico.
Roswell's Area 51, ain't it?
No.
Is it not?
No.
Oh.
Roswell's in New Mexico. It's like a tourist town now.
No, maybe they did. I've been fact-checked live on air, and I was wrong.
Sorry.
I was found wanting.
I'm sorry to do that to you.
But no, that's fine.
No, I think they are connected somehow, though.
Yes, because Roswell is the alien crash site.
Yeah.
That's where they say the alien crashed.
Yeah, and Area 51 allegedly is the alien...
Where they keep it. Where they test all the fun alien weapons.
Exactly.
So here's my tinfoil hat moment. I don't think it's an alien crash, but I think whatever it was changed some of the rules that we're not allowed to know about, and there still is some what we would probably say is an alien thing going on. Like, for example, I would not bat an eye if we blew the lid on Area 51. Like, everybody was like, we know like a whistleblower or something. They're like, we know the secret's out. We broke the laws of physics and we have anti-gravity. I'd be like, okay, that makes sense. Because it would make sense for the government to hide that information. Right. If somebody discovered some way to break the rules, like faster than light travel or anti-gravity or whatever, of course they wouldn't. They would do everything they could to make sure we didn't know it was a thing. Right. So it's like, whatever's in there, if it broke the rules, I wouldn't be surprised. The only thing that would surprise me is if a green guy actually did walk out and he was like, I made it. Yeah.
Just grabbing the newspaper.
Yeah, woo! But yeah, it's just whenever when they defend something so vehemently, or they obfuscate or like try to like brush everything else aside, or like, hey, look at this. Yeah. You know, a good example of that going on right now is the Epstein stuff. Yeah. You notice how with the government it's let's talk about literally anything else but this thing that everybody wants the answers to.
Yeah. It's like we're going to talk for months about how we're going to release this information, and then when it comes time to do it, we're going to be like, what are you talking about?
And I am in no way trying to diminish that situation, because that is a real horrible situation. Yeah. But I'm just saying, consider the levels. If that's what they're willing to do to that level of an issue, imagine something that would have literal life-ending or beginning consequences for all of humanity.
Yeah, or like intergalactic, like consequences.
We could be at Mars right now.
Yeah.
And
Maybe we
wouldn't know.
are.
Maybe we are. But when you read some of the stuff about like, and we'll get into abductions and things like that.
Sure.
It's like when you hear some of these things that people say happen to them, you're like,
yeah.
If it's a demon, it's a weird looking demon.
Yeah,
And
true.
why did the demon have a big aluminum can flying in the sky?
Yeah.
One you might not have heard about. Have you heard of the Rendlesham Forest incident?
No.
So the Rendlesham Forest incident was a series of reported sightings of unexplained lights near Rendlesham Forest in Suffolk, New England in 1980, which became linked with UFO landings. The events occurred just outside RAF Woodbridge, which was used at the time by the United States Air Force. USAF personnel, including Deputy Base Commander Lieutenant Colonel Charles I, claimed to see things they described as a UFO. The occurrence is the most famous of alleged UFO events to have happened in the United Kingdom and is among the best known reported UFO events worldwide. It has been compared to the Roswell incident in the United States and is sometimes called Britain's Roswell. The UK Ministry of Defence has stated that the event posed no threat to national security and therefore it was never investigated as a security matter.
Nothing to see here.
Yeah, red flag. Skeptics have explained the sightings as a misinterpretation of a series such as nocturnal lights, a fireball, a lighthouse, or bright stars. Yes.
Nocturnal lights.
Yes, those were just bright stars.
Yeah, it's just lights that only come out at night. Nothing to worry about.
The good old Rendlesham Forest lighthouse. So that one... where you're a lot of these events, what really startles me is the amount of people and credible witnesses that say they saw it, like in this case the USAF lieutenant, and things like that, where they're like, yeah, I saw something, I don't know what it was. The Phoenix Lights is one of the most.
I remember that.
The Phoenix Lights are regarded as like, this is the most amount of people that have saw something at the same time, and those videos are freaky.
Yeah, and then they immediately got gaslit by the government.
They
about like that didn't happen.
Because with the Phoenix Lights, they were like, what, thousands of people that were like, there's this big thing in the sky that looks like a boomerang, but it's the size of a city.
Yeah.
And it's got all these lights and it's wibbling around, and then they're like, it's just flares.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Go back to bed.
What? And maybe
Dancing with the Stars is on.
I need 2 tinfoil hats to put on top of my other one. I'm starting to be convinced I don't know if it's a big theory, but there's a theory that's starting to go around that a lot of division on the internet is not real people.
Really?
Like that a lot of these accounts are either bots, which is now becoming even easier to believe, because like had you told me 10 years ago it was a bunch of bots I'd be like, you're not making a bunch of robots talk on the thing. But now you literally, every YouTube video, every comment section you can spot, they're not good, like you see these random bots and you're like, okay, that's a bot.
Yeah.
But I'm starting to be convinced that a lot of the divisive rhetoric where people are arguing on the internet, I'm like, some of these people aren't real.
Yeah.
And they're either plants where people are just going to stir up stuff, or they're bots.
Yeah. I would believe that, because we were just talking about this past weekend, about the way the algorithm is designed. Like when you think about the cultural or political spectrum, like you have your 10% on the far right, 10% on the far left, and they hate each other. But then you got the 80% in the middle. That's actually pretty normal people.
Yeah.
And the algorithm only gives you the 10% on either side to make you think everything is divided and everybody hates each other. And that's what the algorithm is pushing to your timeline, to make you think everything is bad.
Yeah.
When really it's not.
And it's like, walk outside.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're okay.
Go touch grass.
Go touch grass. You're okay.
Yeah. It's fine.
And I have to tell myself sometimes.
Yeah.
That sometimes. Like I'll be scrolling. If I get stuck in a scroll loop where you scroll for more than 15 minutes, I have to be like, okay, let me get grounded back in reality. Set my phone down and just look around. You're like, okay.
Yeah.
We're okay.
I got my algorithm pretty well trained. It's like
mine's the opposite.
It's like
it's the Wild West out there.
It's like,
as you know.
Yeah. You'll send me stuff. Well, yeah, you're training my algorithm now, because it's like it's gonna be like memes, animal fight videos.
Yeah.
There's this guy named Fishing Garrett on Instagram.
Fishing Garrett's awesome.
Love his account.
Yeah.
Where he just goes to the Everglades or the Amazon rainforest and just like grabs and grabs animals, like picks them up and holds them, or he'll boop them on the nose, and it's crazy. But anyway, yeah, I would believe that it's all either bots or plants, just trying to make everybody think everything sucks.
I'm pretty sure we've talked about this before, and so I'm a little bit rusty on this one. We've talked about Travis Walton, right?
I don't. You'll have to refresh my memory.
So Travis Walton,
the name's familiar,
is probably the most famous account of being abducted.
Okay.
So he's the guy who was like...
Was he the one that was hunting?
They were... No. They were on like a wood...
Okay.
Like a lumber site.
Bug.
Oh, okay, dude.
Sorry. We
I
almost
heard,
got abducted. Sorry about that.
I heard brrr, and I was like, oh, that's it.
Yeah, here we go. Beam me up, Scotty.
I was like, no way, save the audio.
No, I saw it. There was a shadow behind the blinds. There was like a big bug that landed on your window. Anyway, Travis Walton.
They were, somewhere in the National Forest. I think they were, I'm trying to see, I don't think I wrote down notes about their professions, but it was either like a logging company or they were forest rangers or something. He's loud over there.
Yeah.
I wonder if Mike's picking that up.
I doubt it. Let's just ignore him.
So essentially him and a bunch of coworkers, they see these lights out in the distance in the forest.
Mm-hmm.
They get in their truck and they drive to the lights. And when they get out, they describe seeing a object that is floating in the clearing.
Mm-hmm.
And Travis goes towards it, and when he gets towards it, he is zapped. He describes being burned, feeling electrocuted, like he got close, and then it zapped him.
Mm-hmm.
They there was like 5 or 6 people with him. They all thought he was dead, and they all left him.
Like, we're out of here.
And so they leave. And well, I'm just going to read what I wrote down.
Okay.
Or what I got from the internet.
Yeah.
The Travis Walton UFO incident is one of the most renowned and controversial cases of alleged alien abduction. On November 5th, 1975, in the Apache Sitgreaves National Forest near Heber, Arizona, 22-year-old forestry worker, I did write it down, Travis Walton and his 6 coworkers reported encountering a UFO. According to the crew, Walton approached the hovering bright object and was struck by a beam of light, rendering him unconscious. Fearing for their safety, his colleagues fled but returned shortly after to find Walton missing. A search ensued, but Walton remained absent for 5 days. He reappeared on November 10th, disoriented and with fragmented memories of his experience. Walton later recounted regaining consciousness inside a spacecraft where he encountered humanoid beings. He described being subjected to medical examinations before losing consciousness and waking up on a roadside near Heber. His account was detailed in his 1978 book, The Walton Experience, which inspired the 1993 film Fire in the Sky.
Wow.
So he gets abducted. Not only does he get abducted, he recounts vivid images of when he came to and was being observed by these aliens, and they were talking to him, they were telling him things, and they were doing things to him, and
no thanks.
Then he's lapsing in and out of consciousness, and then they just discard him. Essentially, they're like, all right, we'll put you back. And but the weird thing about his is that his story has been the same over the past 40 years.
Wow.
It's the same thing. And he recounts in detail of what the aliens looked like, what they did to him, what the craft looked like.
That's crazy.
And it's...
I feel like...
Bruh.
Yeah. I feel like we can do a whole Spooktober on just missing persons cases.
Yeah, maybe next year.
The amount... Yeah, write this down. The amount of... Editor Patrick, write this down. Yeah. The amount of people who go missing only to be found in a place that was already searched, or found in a place that would have been impossible for them to be, or found... I remember one that I read about, and it wasn't even an alien thing. It was just a missing persons case in Colorado or somewhere in the mountains, and it was a hunter. And basically he went missing. He was found. There was a search party. It went on for 7 days, and then he was found, naked and afraid, like the TV show, in a place that was already searched. His belongings were found miles away in a place that would have been nearly impossible for him to reach, also in a place that were already searched. And he had suffered injuries that could only be attributed to fall damage, but he claims he didn't fall off of anything. And it's stuff like that. I'm like, how do you even...
Or like similar stories to that, like where you hear about that happening, but to like kids.
I hate those stories. Yeah,
But-
those
'cause,
are
like,
so
there
freaky.
there was a famous one where this kid was like playing and he disappeared,
Uh-huh.
and they found the kid like, and this kid was young, like 5 or less.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, we found him 5 miles as the crow flies
Mm-hmm.
towards on
Through
the side of this creek.
horrible terrain.
And somehow they didn't freeze to death.
Yeah.
And they're fine, like
Yeah.
alive and
Yeah.
not injured.
There's
And you're like,
another-
okay, well,
yeah.
how did that happen?
There's another story similar to that one where it was like a 4-year-old who went missing, and it was literally like the kid walked behind a tree and then was just gone.
Yeah.
And they couldn't find him. There was a search party. They ended up finding the kid in a place that was already searched. Their shoes, sorry, they were clothed, but their shoes were like 4 miles away in a different direction.
I think that's the one I was just talking about.
Well, but
Yeah.
then there was the one I'm thinking of. The kid was found like way up high, like basically in this eagle's nest type thing.
Oh,
where
okay, never
The
mind.
kid would have had to climb like up this
Massive tree.
the face of this rock.
Oh, a rock.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was like
okay.
a rock formation, and the kid would have had to climb up to get there, and that's where they found him. And it was like, how did the kid even get up there? And again, they were gone for days days and days, and they didn't freeze to death, and it's stuff like that. I'm like, I don't know what to think about all that, but that's not what we're talking about today. Sorry.
Yeah.
But that is crazy.
Scary
Travis
stuff.
Walton story.
And then to throw it into stuff that's going on literally right now as we speak. I-3 Atlas.
Is that the one where it looks like there's like a dinosaur on a rock flying our way?
Not quite. I haven't heard that theory. I would love to hear that theory from you.
Have you seen the picture? Maybe we're talking about different things, but there's this picture of this comet that's coming our way.
Yes.
Or like allegedly, that's what it is. But the photo of it looks like the Sinclair dinosaur, like from the gas station.
I have not seen that image.
Okay, I'll send it to you.
But yes, I-3 Atlas, or 3I Atlas, whatever it is most likely a comet.
Okay.
Unless. So this one is kind of weird because I don't really know whose side to take on this, because there's some weird data points where they're like, there's a lot of carbon dioxide coming off of this thing, which seems to be unusual
Like
for asteroids.
Emissions.
Emitting carbon dioxide. And I was like, oh, so they're in the rock. But
What if
also,
they are the rock?
so a lot of the information that came out that originally stoked this flame of it's aliens came from a Harvard professor. So you're like, oh.
Harvard.
Until I found out that literally everything he sees he says is aliens.
Oh,
I was like,
okay.
oh, okay.
So he's just
Never
a crazy
mind.
person.
And this immediately happened, and I have no proof of this, so I'm going to put allegedly in air quotes. Allegedly, he did not start this alien stuff until after he got tenure.
Okay.
Which would make sense.
Yeah,
That
he's
would
like, all right, let's get into it.
That would track.
Yeah.
But so I don't know. It's probably a comet, but I think obviously when you read anything on the internet nowadays, you're like, is that real? The prevailing thing that was the strangest to people was that this comet apparently changed directions in a way
weird.
that's not natural of a comet, because a comet doesn't have a steering wheel. So unless. So that was some of the alien stuff that I wanted to talk about today.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
What would you do if you got abducted? Because, like, I'm not going to get into it for the sake of time. We got to wrap up soon.
Yeah,
but
we're good.
a lot of the common threads throughout these abduction cases, like people get written off as being crazy.
Yeah.
But then you hear enough crazy people tell the same story.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, that's weird. But, like, people report being taken from their bed at night or from a car or while they're out on a walk or, like, they're hunting in the woods, and all of a sudden, like, I remember one guy, he said that he was watching this elk buck and his buck got taken. And he was, that guy was
so
fired
mad.
up. Oh, he was fired up.
It was
about
a
it.
16-pointer,
He's
dude.
like, come on.
That was the one.
Yeah. But that guy was fired up. But, they report bright lights. They report, like, being in a state of paralysis.
Yeah.
They report, like, these beings described as, like, gray-skinned, small, thin, like, humanoid-looking creatures with big old buggy eyes and like, you know, your standard like alien but gray instead of green.
Yeah.
And so it's like these people start to tell the same story. Let's say, you know, you're out for a walk.
Okay.
All of a sudden you find yourself in like this medical looking interior.
Yeah, I'm in a big metal
Yeah.
observatory looking thing.
Like,
and I'm on a slab.
What's your first move?
For the audio listeners, I'm doing a bit.
Okay, you're on the slab.
Please don't. Please don't. We might have to bleep that. But that's. I would immediately.
No,
No, please. I would. Yeah, I would immediately panic.
Mm-hmm.
If I was restrained, I would probably just flail and scream, just uncontrollably. Because I'm a panic-oriented individual. I would just panic. Now, if I was loose, greatest mistake on their part. I'm a tiger, dude. Let me show you. Should see what I can do to gorillas and bears and tigers and all those other stuff. You think, what am I gonna do to you? I don't know, dude. Like, I guess I would probably try like bargaining with them if they were there. I'd be like, listen, I'll give you whatever you want, minus the one thing that I bleeped earlier.
Right.
But you know, like, be like, hey, surely we can come to an understanding where I can get out. You know, like, what do you do?
I don't know. I mean, it depends on the situation, because it's like a lot of people report like memory lapses where they're like, I don't even remember. Like, I was there and then I wasn't, and then all of a sudden I'm somewhere else and I don't remember anything that happened in between. And but if I was coherent and, like, let's say you're not strapped down, they're like, we just wanted to learn more about you.
Oh, cool.
Like,
as long as you guarantee my safety, like, you gonna take me home?
Yeah. Do you entertain the interview?
Yeah.
Okay.
100%. Because I'm afraid.
Sure.
So I'm like, yes, I will give them whatever they want as long as it seemingly gets me home.
Let's see. Yeah, a lot of people reported medical or experimental type procedures, like poking and prodding. What I would do, I mean, honestly, I think I would react a lot the same way. Like, I wake up and I'm like, you know, I would probably panic, try to assess my situation, look for points of exit, try to figure out where I'm at, and, like, try to, like, get a feel for things. Like, are we, like, okay, I'm in a UFO right now. Are we on the ground? Am I in the air? Am I in outer space? Because it's like, if I find a door and I step out into the vacuum of space, like, that's not going to do me
true.
any good.
I didn't think about that.
Like, you know, if I wake up alone, I'm probably going to be pretty quiet at first, looking for an escape route. But if I'm like, I'm out of luck, I'm probably going to try to let them know I'm awake and just see what happens next. Like, because either they're going to come back in
like,
and
wake up and you're just like,
nurse,
we got some water. I'm parched.
Yeah. And if it's anything like Signs, they're not going to have water. So you're going to have to
Or
deal
you're
with that.
laying and you've got one eye open and you're like, man, I sure would be sad if I got probed right now.
The thing, like, they're either going to come back in and knock you back out.
Yeah.
Because they're like, he shouldn't be awake right now.
Yeah, they're like, wait, what?
Yeah. Or, you know, if they're just curious about stuff, it's like, hey, let me answer your questions. You don't got to poke me. Like, let's talk.
Yeah.
You know?
That's what I say. That's exactly what I'm like, let's talk.
I'm going to start trying to reason with them.
Yeah.
And then...
you know, hilariously, if I saw something, not got abducted, but if I saw what I thought was a UFO, and I'm not being funny,
yeah,
the first thing I would do is text you and Micah and be like, you guys are not going to believe what I just saw.
I'll be like, you're right.
Like, I probably wouldn't even think to, like, with all the stuff we talk about, I don't think I'd even be concerned with evidence. I would be like, I have to tell, this is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd probably have some questions, but that would be nuts.
Now, even worse, before we get out of here, imagine if instead of being abducted, imagine if, like, the aliens moved into your house and they were super obnoxious and, like, really needy. Like, they're like, this color is terrible. It is horrible on our alien eyes.
Like, they're like,
this frozen substance for food is unsettling.
Yeah, they come in, they're like, I do not like the wall color.
Yeah.
Please change it. I'm like, no, like, you're
and
in
then
my house.
And then they get used to it, So
Yeah.
you're getting thoughts beamed into your head as work is ending, and they're like, please bring us some Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah.
I would like 30 boneless wings, and Terry would like 20 original.
Terry the alien. Yeah, imagine they're like, we're just trying to learn more about humans.
Yeah.
We've been watching you guys from afar. We've gathered what we can from observation. We have some questions.
You picked the worst one to
Yeah.
answer. Imagine one of us has to speak
On behalf of
on
humanity.
behalf of humanity and be like, let me tell you what I know about.
I'd be like, first of all, can we record this?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because I don't want to be taken out of context.
Yeah.
They're like, take me to your leader.
Hey,
I'm
sorry,
like,
guys.
which one?
Yeah,
Like,
we're cooked.
You want to talk to my boss or like the president?
Yeah.
Because I can get one of them on the phone right now if you want. He's not going to believe this. But,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, we're kind of running short on time. Did
Yeah.
you want to try to get into...
No, I just whatever.
Yeah.
You got anything you want to put a bow on it before we?
No, I mean,
Wrap it
I
up.
think this was fun. What's your favorite, like, alien movie?
Like a traditional like UFO style movie, or just any
Whatever,
alien in general?
whatever that means to you. A movie about aliens or with aliens in
Ridley Scott's Alien.
it. Really?
Yeah,
I can never really get into those.
that movie. I love that movie so much.
I liked Alien versus Predator.
Yeah,
That was a
I
great
remember that
movie.
when I was a kid. That was a
That
good
was an
movie.
awesome
I watched
movie.
it recently and was like, okay, there's
Yeah.
a little bit to be desired.
Yeah, I don't know if you would consider this an alien movie, but it is. Independence Day.
Great movie.
I love Independence Day.
The Arrival's a good movie.
Dude, Arrival is probably a top 5 movie of all time for me.
It's really good.
Because it's one of those where it's like, yeah, it's about aliens, but it's not about aliens. It's about us.
Yeah.
And like, if aliens landed on Earth today, how would we respond?
It wouldn't be good.
And that's exactly what happens in Arrival, where
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, go watch Arrival if you haven't seen it. I think it's on Prime or something, not a sponsor. But
That gets
great
me
movie.
every time.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, Arrival's great. I didn't think about that one. And there's funny ones too, like funny alien movies. Like
Yeah.
Some of the like stuff we were just joking around about. I'm sure you can find a movie about like an alien that just kind of moves into someone's house, and you walk home, you get home from work, and you walk in your house, and they're just like sitting on the couch eating Cheez-Its, and they're like just
yeah.
like learning how to be like just hanging out,
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fun to think about. Like I think when you live on, like we know we live on a planet in a solar system, in a galaxy, in a universe. That may not be in the right order. I'm sorry, I'm not a scientist.
Incomprehensible.
Yeah, like the universe we live in is incomprehensibly large.
Yeah.
So I think we just like to think we're not alone out here.
Yeah.
I'm good either way, to be honest.
Yeah, we're chilling
'Cause, like,
regardless.
Yeah, we're but it's fun to think about, and I think it's I think it's a lot of like just human curiosity and hopefulness, and and also just people seeing stuff they can't explain.
Yeah.
And fit, like you see things that don't fit inside your worldview, and you have to explain it somehow.
Yeah.
And if that's what aliens are, if it's just an explanation for stuff we can't explain, then I can live with that. If aliens are real, I'd like to meet one. Maybe not, depends on how.
Maybe
cool.
not one-on-one.
Depends
Can we
on
meet
if
them
they're
together?
Cool. Depends on if they're cool.
Yeah. What
it's
if
kind
we
of like
got
the ghosts?
What if we got beamed together?
It's kind of like the ghosts, where it's like if your house was haunted, I'd probably be fine with it as long as they were cool.
Yeah, I'm not. I'd be.
But if the alien was cool, like.
I'll talk to the alien if he's cool, but I'm not staying in
Yeah.
a haunted house.
Have you seen? This is the last thing I'll say. I know I said we
It's
gotta
all
wrap
good.
up, and then I kept
Yeah,
talking.
it's all good.
Have you seen those memes where it's like showing like an alien comes and you show them your favorite songs, and it's like this meme of an
And
alien,
the alien crying,
the
yeah.
aliens crying, and it's like,
All I did was play the first song of Nickelback's first album.
yeah, it's
yeah,
like,
or something like that.
showing my alien, my heart will go on,
Yeah.
or showing my alien Titanic and stuff
Yeah.
like that, and the alien's just weeping. But
Listen, my final thought on it is
yeah.
whether you believe in aliens or not, people are seeing things.
yeah,
And no matter how strongly you feel about people on the internet, not everyone is a liar.
that's true. And that's what I keep going back to about this whole Spooktober thing, is like people are seeing something.
Yeah.
I'm not denying
People are
that.
seeing things.
I don't know what they're seeing,
Yeah.
but they're seeing something.
Yeah.
And when enough people, like I said earlier, you chalk these people up for being crazy, but when enough crazy people that don't know each other start telling the same story, it's like, what do you do with that?
Yeah.
Like that corroborative evidence. Like,
You go buy a gun.
and with that, yeah, don't shoot at UFOs. They might be the government.
That's
and
true.
They'll shoot back.
No, yeah, no.
But anyway, this has been fun.
This has been fun, man.
Hit us up on SpeakPipe, gooddumbfunshow@gmail.com. Tell your good dumb friends about us. Be sure to like and subscribe. That actually apparently helps things.
Please
with,
like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Please like and subscribe.
Anyway, so I've been Josh.
I've been Patrick.
And this has been
The
Good Dumb Fun Show.
Beam me up.